All right, welcome to the Prefessional Podcast, episode number 12. Been a little bit since I did one of these, but WoW's been kind of boring here, waiting for the next update, which they just announced. And so before I jump right into that, let me just say some big things going on with the channel this year. The new year has started off slow, but like I said, WoW's been kind of in a boring state for me. I don't take part in like the Siren Isles and that kind of stuff, and I haven't even really been interested to play Plunderstorm. So I actually ended up playing PoE 2 in the downtime, waiting for the next update. Liberation just announced for February 25th. So now content is going to start really picking up. And first, let me just go ahead and say, 2024, massive YouTube year this year. We're looking to capitalize off that. I have some big stuff in store. And just to start things off, I'm going to show you guys the new updated cheat sheets. I already posted this on the community tab, but now you can see here as well. I've revamped my cheat sheets, going to make them a little bit more easier to see, use, more streamlined, that kind of stuff for the Liberation raid. So on the left here is the original cheat sheets that I started with. As you can see, pretty blocky, pretty big text, some pictures. Scrolling down, here's the tank role-specific duties and things, and then the intermission. Everything is put on 2 pages. It's kind of spread out. Things like that. The new cheat sheets, this is it. This is 1 page. So just like the Nexus Princess phase 1 intermission, phase 1 intermission, all phases are going to be, everything is going to fit on 1 sheet now. So I'm going to size everything appropriately unless there is just like such a fuckload of mechanics and information that I have to put it on 2, I will. But as of right now, this is how it is currently going to be. It'll have a general overview, and then all of the mechanics will be broken down here into phases. Phase 1, intermission. Things will also be highlighted depending upon your role. Therefore, if like you're a tank, tanks blue corresponds with the icon in the game, and it also corresponds with how my video guides are set up. I use blue text for tanks. So on the cheat sheet here, you can see blue text basically means, hey, if you're a tank, pay attention to this. So hopefully this is a lot more user-friendly for you guys. If you have any suggestions for it, please, I'm open to it. Like I said, I wanted to completely revamp them, and overall right now, kind of liking it, kind of digging it. Pictures will be included on the cheat sheet as well. Just like on the first one over here, I will have pictures here. They're going to be a lot smaller. They're not going to be these huge blocky things, but I'm going to have them much more focused in terms of like, the importance and where they need to be. Okay. So just keep that in mind. So those will be coming out. Cheat sheets are currently in the works. I have half of them done. I'm working on the second half of the raid. If you're a channel member or if you buy any merch, then you will have immediate access. You have access to them right now. Actually, they are available. It's for download, the ones that I have completed. If you're a member, check out my video in the member section. It'll have a link. You can download it, use it. Regardless, they will be released when the raid is released. So if you're not a channel member, you will still have access to this immediately upon the raid release and video release. Okay. So now let's talk about it, because they did announce the season 2. Season 2 starts February 25th. And I'm sorry, the update, Liberation of Undermined, the big content update is February 25th. And then the season 2 actually starts March 2nd. Okay, so real quickly, going to look at just some of the stuff here and talk about, because there's a couple other things I want to talk about. Mythic Plus mount. This thing is fucking tough looking. I love this mount. This is one of the rewards for down here. I think you have to have a rating of at least 3,000. You also get another kind of mount. It's different colors at 2,000. I didn't play Mythic Plus at all in Season 2. I had no desire to. Specifically for this mount, I think I will actually play it. Plus, I leveled up a Shaman. So that's kind of what I've been doing. Aside from playing like Path of Exile 2, I ended up leveling up a Shaman because I wanted to play a different kind of healer. I was kind of tired of my Priest. I wasn't really enjoying it a whole lot, and I was like, I need to find another healer without going to back to my Resto Druid. And I was like, you know what? Shaman has always interested me, so I want to play that. Leveled up a Shaman. Kind of loving it. Really loving it. Kind of digging it. And, I've already cleared Nerobor on normal. I'm getting ready to try to clear it on heroic this week, hopefully, with him. And then I'm going to jump into some Mythic Plus and try him out. So really liking the healer. So video guides going forward, you'll have perspective of obviously my Blood Death Knight tank. You'll have perspective of my Death Knight as a DPS, and you'll have perspective of my Shaman as a healer. So I like to cover all 3 roles. Speaking of those classes, Death Knight is something I said I'm gonna do a video on. I've said it for like the past 5 months, 6 months. That will happen this year. I will be doing a basic guide on tanking. I'll be doing a very basic guide on DPS, and then I'll do a much more advanced guide for Death Knight tanking in general. So the first guide will be basically, just kind of like the absolute basics of learning the class. The second will be much more advanced stuff and things like that. Might do something with that with Shaman as well. Shaman is probably one of the most interesting classes I've played, probably the most button intensive classes I've played. My toolbar, my action bar, I use pretty much everything constantly. A lot of very short cooldowns. Very hectic class, but it's fun. It's fun, and it feels good to pump up some big numbers. So, got a little sidetracked there. Apologize. So back here, this is the Mythic Plus mount for obtaining the ratings. Going to be doing that myself. Let's check out Liberation of Undermined, the raid schedule. It was released the very first week of March 4th. Raid Finder Wing 1 will come out. It'll be the council boss, the T-Rex, and the gorilla with Rick Reverb. Pretty standard. I think it's a decent way to introduce it. I think they should have done Vexy, because I feel like Vexy is a lot more friendly, mechanically friendly, as opposed to Rick Reverb. But whatever, it is what it is. Week 11 is Wing 2. And then March 18th, March 25th. The only thing I want to make a comment here is March 18th may or may not be delayed. If it is, I'm just going to go ahead and apologize. Thank you, Blizzard, for releasing Raid Finder Week 3 while I am out of the state and on vacation. So I will not be in my home state. I will not be near my computer. I will not be able to edit or anything. I'm going to try everything humanly possible to have the Wing 3 video completely done before I leave for vacation, and that way I can just schedule it to have it uploaded. Even if I don't have it, it will be uploaded. It'll just be uploaded later. And at the same time, cheat sheets will, of course, be available immediately. All cheat sheets will be straight and ready for release week 4. So even if there is no video, you will be able to have a cheat sheet and have a general idea of what is going on. But hopefully, as long as everything goes okay, I've pretty much done all of the overview of the scripts. I'm just going back in now and fine tuning. I'm going to get ready and record them. Hopefully in the next week. Yeah, I should have I should have everything pretty much recorded before the raid even comes out. So then it's just a matter of getting all the footage, and I plan on clearing normal probably within the very first week of the raid being released. So I should have the video straight. If not, just wanted to give you guys a heads up. So let's talk about another huge win that Blizzard has done with this raid. Is they've added a raiding Renown track. This is huge. Okay, and basically it works just like Renown for... I said Renown. It works just like Renown for the rest of the game. It's like, you grind, you kill bosses, you kill special enemies, you earn reputation, and it upgrades your Renown track. This Renown track for the raid gives you special things. I'm not going to go through the entire list here because it's a lot. There's, 20 tiers, I think? Yeah, 20 tiers. So you get access to a bunch of mounts, too. Here you can see, here's one of the mounts. Here's another one. Here's another one. By far my favorite. I think it's dope as fuck looking. Then you have a couple pets as well. The main things that I want to point out in terms of what the Renown track offers is, number one, certain tiers will upgrade your movement speed when you are out of combat. So this is great in terms of just, clearing through getting through the raid a lot faster. The second thing I want to talk about is a really big one. Self-res out of combat. Thank you fucking God. Like, basically what that means is there's no more runbacks. So even with the speed boost, that's going to help you get from section to section. But if you wipe at a boss now, you're going to be able to fucking self-res. I literally one of my biggest complaints with the game is having to run back after a boss kill and having to fucking, you can't just res at the fucking boss. This is huge. Massive W. And, then the final thing is, once you reach max Renown, you get a free teleport to the raid entrance. I think that's a great addition, too, because it's annoying having to travel there, especially when you're like me and you clear the raid on, 2 characters. So I'm clearing it on LFR twice. I'm clearing it on normal twice. I'm clearing it with heroic twice. I'll be able to... There is a cap, but at the same time, I'll be able to... it'll just make things a lot. It's just convenience. So huge win. If you haven't seen it, check it out. There is a bunch of stuff. So last thing I want to talk about is Blizzard is addressing weak auras. Allegedly, there is a file inside the PTR that it appears like they are going to be doing some type of Blizzard weak aura system. That's great. I think weak auras is I have a lot of mixed opinions on add-ons. I probably have a really hot take on add-ons. I think they should be completely removed. Not all of them. I do think, but anything combat related should be fucking gone. And when I say combat related, I'm talking about weak auras combat. So I guess I should be really, really specific because I'm okay with like timers, right? Like I like big wigs because it's just a timer of when the ability is going to happen. That way I can prepare myself. I don't like DBM. I don't like fucking combat weak auras that it's like something happens and it's like move here or go there. Like that's bad gameplay. It's bad design. It sucks as a player because it makes other players act like fucking bots. So hopefully this is what they're doing. Like I said, the speculation is that it is some type of weak auras type system. It's allowing some customization. Hopefully they follow through with it. And, you know, maybe we'll see. We'll see. I'm huge on it. I think it's a pain in the ass to have weak auras. I hate weak auras with a passion. I hate any combat add-on that tells you how to play the fucking game. Like it's slight tangent, but I can't tell you how many times it's annoying to watch players. You can tell you can tell who doesn't have their brain on and they're just reading the prompt that pops on the screen. And it's like you're playing a an old school text-based RPG as opposed to an actual like 3D environment RPG. Like you're not reacting to what's happening on the screen or what's happening around you. You're acting based off of what the text on the screen is telling you to do. Fire, run out. Okay, I'm gonna run out. Bubble pop in 3, 2, 1. Pop it now. Like stop. Like it just ruins the game. It ruins the game. And anybody that defends it, I can't respect your opinion on it. But I know at the same time it is Blizzard's fault because hopefully this is what they're doing with it. Okay, hopefully this is what they're doing. They're going to try to combat some of this stuff. Weak auras is just it's an arms race. They've said it multiple times. It's a pain in the ass. It's a waste of time. It's stupid. Stop making the fight so fucking complicated that you have to have a weak aura to tell you what the fuck is going on. So, and aside from that, they did do another huge win, and that is the appearance of mechanics in the game. I don't actually have any pictures of that here. But for now on, all the attacks are much more easily telegraphed. There's blue circles, there's bright red circles. Um, Overall, another huge win. It makes being able to see what's happening a lot better. And I feel like they're kind of shifting towards a more simply mechanic game, but we'll see. We'll see. Just my rant. Anyway, that's it. Nice, short, sweet, to the point. Everything down in the comments, links, all that kind of good stuff. If you want to be a channel member, support the channel. 99 cents a month gives you early access to all my videos that come out ad-free. And if you want to support the channel even more than that, the best way, the most financially best way is to buy Prefessional merch, which you guys can find linked down below. So thank you guys. Ready for this fucking raid, ready for this content patch. I'm so excited to get into the Goblin City. This is probably the most excited I've been for a WoW patch since I came back to the game. Straight up. So that's it. See you guys in the next one.